Alex Stein.
Technical foul on the Mavericks. Ejection, Nico Harrison. Listen, I come up here all the time and I give you guys the business, but today I am not an adversary. Today I am a friend, not a foe, because we have all been cheated. The Dallas Mavericks traded our franchise player, Luka Doncic, for Anthony Day-to-Day Davis, a 32-year-old who wears street clothes more than he wears a basketball jersey. I am sick and tired of our city being mismanaged by our pro sports franchise. Look at the Dallas Cowboys. They hired Brian Schottenheimer. He stinks. He's never even been a coach at any level, so I'm sick of it. They gave us a crappy coach, and now you take away our best player, Luka Doncic. And it's all a work. It's obviously rigged. The NBA is rigged. There's a ref, Tim Donaghy, who got arrested and went to jail for rigging games. So let me tell you something. This is why I come here, because Miriam Adelson is about to move this team. That's right. They're not going to get any legal gambling here in Dallas, so that's why they're tanking the Mavericks to get good favor with the league, so that when they say we want to move the team to Las Vegas, the league will say, oh, well, you helped us out so much, you gave the league's biggest star, Luka Doncic, to play with LeBron James, the league's biggest other star, and so you helped our ratings that are massively failing. And let me tell you something. I have experience in this. I am a youth basketball referee. This is real. And there was a time when I was drinking and I was using and I was in a low point. And I'll be honest, I have fixed a youth basketball tournament. And it was not my proudest moment, but I needed the money at the time. My wife was, seeing other men, and I caught her, and I was just at a really low point. So my point is, I've done this, and I've done this at the youth level. So it is obviously an inside job when you give your best player to another team for 0 draft picks, 1 first-round draft pick in 2029. We're not even going to have a team in 2029. So I just want to say we have to investigate Nico. I'm sick and tired of it, so I wrote this song. Nico, you stabbed us in the back. Nico, you also freaking whack. Mavericks, please don't leave our town. I don't give a damn if our new center is brown. I like the white guy. Why do you have to go? These damn basketball players don't freaking know. The whole league is a work. This is a freaking jerk named Nico Harrison, who is the manager. He needs to freaking go. Nico is a hoe. I love the Dallas Mavericks, and I wish we still had Dirk. Nico Harrison sucks. He is a stupid jerk. So, Mayor, don't let him move us. Don't let him move the Mavericks. I love the Mavericks. Nico Harrison, you suck, dude. I know you watch this, Nico. If I see you in the streets, it's freaking on-site, Pam. We're going to be yelling and screaming right in your face. Thank you.
Thank you. Marisol Ramirez.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. I'm here representing Van Horse Carriages, Dallas.
I'm so fly, I'm aligned with the planes. My grind so refined, I got no time for no games. Ask yourself, why would I make time for you lames? At all costs, cause I'm a boss. But break them off, yeah, gotta break them off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Prime Time with Alex Stein. I'm your host, Alejandro Stein, and tonight is going to be a magical evening. 2 young lovebirds are going to come together for a holy union and a full life together for eternity. And that's going to happen tonight. And, I hate to pat myself on the back, but it was me that was a conduit that connected these 2 lovebirds. One illegal immigrant, one woman on disability through the state, and they made a love connection, being chat rats. And now, on this program, live, in front of thousands of people, we're going to marry the one, the only, Ronnie Sullivan and Abel Garcia. You guys look so good. I've never seen you look so masculine, Abel.
Thank you.
You look like a real man. And look at you, Ronnie. I don't know if I've ever seen you in a dress like that.
No, this would be the first time.
You usually wear pants.
I wear dresses when I'm at conventions and
You do. I've seen you in a dress before, but I feel like you do like pants. You're a pants person.
yeah.
I will say she does wear the pants into the relationship.
Well, that's because you have an atrophied penis right there.
Yes.
We love Abel. But before we get the show started, guys, I need y'all to sign this waiver. If y'all could just kind of read it at the same time. Here's a pin. And there are different. So you'll see one's Abel and one's for Ron John. My girl Ronald McDonald. Do you like McDonald's, Ronnie? I feel like, what do you like to eat? Like, you like In-N-Out. We've eaten at In-N-Out together.
Yeah, I didn't know it was pretty good. Recently I just what was it that we went to? It's another one I like to go to, like Hops and Hens.
Hops and Hens. Sounds expensive.
Yeah, it's good chicken.
Mmm.
Anyways, what are we reading?
Read it out loud.
Let's read it.
Abel, ladies first. Ronnie, please read it.
Right now?
Yeah, come on, yes.
Okay, I, Ronnie, agreed to participate in Prime Time with Alex Stein. 1. Assumption of risks. I understand the show involves inherent risks of bodily injury, including but not limited to skin marks from our last guest pooping on the couch, fire, and deportation. Release of liability. I hereby release and hold harmless Blaze, Alex, and all his producers. I agree to talk about what Abel looks like shirtless and talk dirty to him live on the program. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Sign it. Please sign it. Hurry. Come on, sign the waiver. This is legally binding.
Okay.
And then, Abel, yours is not in Spanish, but you're still going to be able to read it. Is that correct?
Well, I can only read German, actually, but I'll try my best in English.
Wait, what? Are you saying that your grandparents were Nazis that migrated to South America? Is that why you speak German? Are you a Nazi, baby?
Ich weiß nicht.
So you're a Mexican Nazi, kind of like Nick Fuentes. He's arguably the most famous. He's the greatest Mexican Nazi of all time. I'll give him his flowers. And Nick Fuentes is a friend of the show. Shout out, Nick Fuentes. So you and Nick are the same. Please read that if you can. I know it's in English, but we made it at a 4th grade level.
I, Abel Garcia, agreed to participate in Prime Time with Alex Stein. 1. Assumption of risk. I understand the show involves inherent risk of bodily injury, including but not limited to shards of glass in my anus. 2. Release of liability. I hereby release and hold harmless Blaze, Alex, and all his producers. 3. I agreed to talk about the functionality of my atrophied penis.
I love it. Sign it. Now we can start the show. Now we can actually start the show. So, Ronnie, are you nervous that you guys are about to get married? Are you, kind of anxious for the future together?
No, I'm not nervous at all.
You're not? Give me all this in the forms, please. Well, you trust Abel with your life.
Yes, and I also trust that God is the one that's going to hold our foundation together with our relationship.
That's good. I like that. You need to have a faith-based relationship. I think that's important, and this is going to be a faith-based marriage tonight, even though I am actually an ordained minister of the Church of Scientology, so it is going to still have a faith-based vibe to the event tonight. But I have to be honest, you guys have not known each other that long, Abel.
Yes, that is true.
Have you guys known each other a full year? When did you meet? At the Chat Rap meetup, and that was in March?
Yes.
And a lot of people have been complaining, though, that you guys have been in the chat flirting a lot.
Nothing wrong with flirting.
Is there nothing wrong with flirting? Did Jesus flirt?
He was very kind to other people, so charismatic is a type of flirtation.
So Jesus was a flirt.
In a good way.
Okay, and are you guys flirting in a good way? Because I know that you guys want to get married, and I think that this is what I'm worried about, is you guys have ulterior motives. Like, Abel, obviously, you're an illegal immigrant, and
yes,
by you marrying Ronnie, who is a legal immigrant, you would immediately get citizenship, and you would get a green card. And I'm worried that Ronnie might just be marrying you because she wants somebody to get in her cooter and do a little, you know what I mean? She's never had that done before.
Who knows what she wants, but I do need that U.S. citizenship ASAP.
And how does that make you feel, Ronnie, when he says that, when he jokes? I know he's joking, but how does that make you feel, Ronnie?
Well, if you think about it, realistically speaking, I mean, he is we can all go with the jokes and all that, but he is a U.S. citizen in real life, so we can...
What do you mean he's a U.S. citizen in real life?
I mean, when he plays and jokes and all the about the deportation.
But you are a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
No, I don't believe that. What, do you even know his real name, Ronnie?
I am not allowed to say that on camera.
But so we know Abel does have an alias. So does that give you trust issues at all?
No, not at all.
Not even a little bit?
No, because there's a meaning behind everything. I mean, for the good part of it, that is.
Oh, I just want to say that we actually have something that I'd like to show you. So if we can bring out Natalie, if Natalie can come out here real quick, we have something that we want to talk about. Natalie, come on out here. So, Ronnie, you'll see this is Natalie. Natalie, you can just sit next to Ronnie if you don't mind.
Hello. Hey.
So this is Natalie. This is Natalie. Natalie is an actress. She's a model. She's a comedian. She's a Swiss Army knife. She's an entertainer. Let's just put it that way. And we put Abel to a test, a fidelity test. And sadly, I'm going to show you the results before I give my opinion on it. So can we play the hidden camera footage of Natalie inside of Abel Garcia's dressing room?
I think we got some snacks for you, so just come on in here. We'll come get you when you're ready. All right, we're good, Abel.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you Abel Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hi, I'm Natalie. Nice to meet you. I'm
Pleasure
a
to meet
huge fan.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's so good to meet you.
I'm glad to hear that.
I can't believe we're here. Is this your dressing room?
Yes.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Wow.
Are we sorry? Oh,
No.
oh, it is. I must have came in the wrong room, but this is perfect. This is perfect. I actually have been following you for a while.
Okay.
Yeah, I was wondering, are you dating anybody?
I'm engaged.
Oh, you're engaged. Oh, congratulations. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. That's beautiful. Hey, I'm gonna go see where my room is supposed to be. I'm so sorry.
Is that your phone over there?
No.
No? Okay.
Do you know where?
What is going on? Why are you following her out, Abel? That's kind of weird, Abel. What are you doing looking out there? Why are you in your hands in your pockets? What are you doing with your hands? You're not playing any pocket pool right there, are you?
No, I did find the phones immediately.
Shoot,
I
my
will
bad.
say that.
I think I put you in the wrong room. My bad. I think this is for freaking Natalie. What is she doing? All right, sorry. 1 second. I can get all this. I think Natalie, here, I'll get you the right room. My bad. Are these yours? Who left these?
No, I don't know.
That's so. I think this is the normal world. I think they were filming something in here earlier.
That's what I figured.
Honestly, Abel, just you can just take this room. I'll get her situated. I'm sorry about that. And we'll find out whose friends these are.
Those were still recorded, by the way.
They were?
Yeah.
That's weird.
We gotta go tell Bryce.
Okay.
Thanks, Abel.
Abel, what do you have to say for yourself? That was pretty damning footage, if you ask me.
I've done worse.
Natalie, how does that make you feel? Because did you see how he jiggled the door? And I thought if I was just watching it, it looked like you were debating on whether or not you wanted to lock her in there and do something. So real quick, before we get Natalie's opinion, what did you think? That was pretty bad, Ronnie. Don't you think that was pretty bad?
I'm just still processing this. I'm so sorry.
It's hard. So Natalie, how did you feel that Abel handled that situation?
I thought he was into it, especially whenever he grabbed the doorknob and he wasn't able to open it. I was starting to think, okay, he wants me in here. This is where we're gonna spend time together. And then whenever he was like, oh no, this is my dressing room, I was a little confused.
I know. And then when he said, I'm engaged, you kind of stuttered a little bit, like you didn't want to admit that you're engaged. Am I wrong, Abel?
Yes, you are wrong.
So you didn't stutter a little bit right there?
Oh, he stuttered.
He stuttered?
Yeah.
Does he stutter like that with you, Ronnie, when you guys are together?
No, he's very confident.
Wow. And you guys have never had sex?
No.
You guys will, though. And Natalie and you, does that make you feel bad that Natalie and Abel were closer to having sex than you and Abel have ever been?
No, it doesn't make me feel bad because that was just a situation that was made up.
What do you mean it was made up?
I mean, it's just something that a situation that anyone can assume that
They're in
it
a
was
room
something-
together, a guy and a girl in a private room, and they're locking the doors.
Yeah, he
and-
was kind of looking at me.
How did
I
he
know the
look at you?
camera
Can you-
angle doesn't really show it, but he was kind of looking at me like, you know? And I was kind of like, wait, hold on, what's going on? You know? But and then the door wasn't opening. He wouldn't open it. I was kind of confused.
I know. And why didn't you immediately run out, Abel? Why didn't you, as soon as you saw the woman, why did you even talk to her?
Well, I will say Jimmy did tell me it was my room, so, and the sign
You
did
wanted
say,
to sit there and try to jiggle the door and try to lock a nice-looking woman in your room when you're about to have your wedding, the biggest night of your life?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Natalie, I think you are going to be a perfect maid of honor for Ronnie. Would you agree, Ronnie?
Yeah, but I will add something in. It's kind of weird that you're showing us this video, especially when I showed her our video of us when Abel proposed to me on New Year's Eve. So it just seemed kind of presumptuous.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's making people assume that something happened.
Well, something did happen. They were together. I mean, Natalie, wouldn't you agree that something happened?
Yeah, I was in shock whenever you went to show me the video. I then was starting to realize that you didn't know that that was the man that I was just
With?
having a moment with. Yeah. Yeah.
No worries.
None whatsoever.
Can I be your maid of honor?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Now, before we get on to that, we need to do one more thing before we get on to the festivities, which I'm so excited for. But I know there's somebody else that I don't know how excited they are, if I'm being honest. And I'm sure you know this person very well. Let me see if I can get him on the phone. You guys know Ronnie's dad, Mr. Sullivan. Let's see if he'll answer right now. Hopefully he will. Why are you looking at your watch, Ronnie? Does he not answer his phone at this time of night?
He has a flip phone just in the middle of the rural area.
Mr. Sullivan.
Who's this, Alex?
Primetime 99, Alex Stein. Yes, sir. And we're here live. And I just want to say, we have some damning information that we actually had a decoy. You know, I have a history working in the television show Cheaters, and we had a decoy, we had a model try to seduce Abel. And Abel did, if I'm being honest, he did flirt and was very vivacious with her. They didn't cross the line, in my opinion, but they were very close. They were tiptoeing. And I just wanted you to be aware of that, because tonight, your daughter will be married to an illegal immigrant. So I just want to make sure that you're okay with everything that we're doing, Mr. Sullivan.
First of all, he's not illegal. I think he's an anchor baby.
Well, I still think he's illegal, but that's neither here nor there. We're not quite sure about his citizenship. But are you worried, though, that he is using Ronnie for maybe nefarious reasons?
Is Veronica there now?
Yes, she is. She can hear you exactly what you're saying.
Dad.
I hope you're smiling. I hope this is kind of a joke.
No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Because, Mr. Sullivan, they've known each other less than a year. Are you okay with him just getting married? I'm very worried because, you know, I introduced him, and if something goes bad, that potentially could have a backlash for me.
Right. No, it could. But hey, let me say something first. That's off. Can I say something? I want to thank you for something real quick, and then we'll go back to this hot topic if it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to thank you. I really enjoyed you and your buddies having a great time at the range, and there's nothing like watching a bunch of patriots safely express their Second Amendment rights with fully automatic machine guns. A great example display on the world to see all the way down to the civilian level through peace, through strength. And for that, since there are millions and millions of Americans that have the same rights as we do, whether you realize it or not, videos like that make us all safer while Trump and his all-stars in government continue to fight for our sovereignty, bro.
I love it. Mr. Sullivan, very well said. And Mr. Sullivan goes and speaks at a lot of city council meetings and public meetings and does a great job. So keep doing that, Mr. Sullivan. So do you give Abel Garcia your blessing to marry your lovely daughter, Ronnie Sullivan?
It's all scandalous right now, man. They know where I stand.
Where do you stand? Where do you stand?
Well, I stand with I told you so because I told him to wait till spring because it was too soon. You knew that. I told you that as well. And I didn't want this whole thing to go through a tough winter when the country was still under Biden, you know, and now Trump's got to come in and fix things. There's so many things on a larger level that they have no control over. And Veronica didn't know him that well then, and she would know him better by the springtime. Okay? I like Abel. I like Jimmy. He's a young guy. Yeah, you know, if there's other girls out there, like, you know, trying to bait him in, you know, shame on you, Jimmy. You got caught.
Oh, my
Yeah,
I mean,
shame on you. He did get caught.
You better watch your P's and Q's. He knows he's got to get on his feet financially.
I know right now you're struggling. Abel, you're unemployed right now?
Yes.
What? You are unemployed? I thought you were selling all those cars.
Yeah. Decided to, sales wasn't for me, so I just got a job offer this morning.
And how old are you, if you don't mind me saying?
27.
See, you're still young. Why don't you, I mean, I can't believe you can't go get a gig. What job offer did you get?
Security.
Do you think he can financially support your daughter, Mr. Sullivan? What do you think about that, Abel? That's pretty damning information we're hearing from him. He doesn't. Are you supporting them financially, Mr. Sullivan? Are you supporting them financially?
No. My wife is throwing him a bone here and there, you know, just as gifts, you know. But no, you might want to. I hate to say this. I don't want to embarrass nobody. I like Jimmy a lot, and I do think his intentions are in the right spot. His head's in the right spot. But, yeah, no, he's doing a little bit of leaning on Veronica's bank account. Veronica's got backbone.
Abel, this is serious. What do you have to say to this? You're talking to the father, your future father-in-law. He wants you to become a man so you can support his daughter. I think what he wants for his daughter is totally normal. What do you say to this, Abel?
Well, once I get my green card, I'll be working 4 jobs.
I see he's trying to make a joke of it, but that's not going to be funny when your gas bill isn't paid, when your light bill, your cell phone bill isn't paid.
He's got a conscience. I think because he have roommates there, which I don't approve of either.
Yeah, I don't like that. And they're in Fair Park. You know, they're in the worst neighborhood in Dallas.
Oh yeah. No. She calls me on the phone when she gets off the bus. This is like, 20 minutes between getting off the train. Excuse me. To get in the house, she just wants to be talking to somebody because it's that bad.
It's dangerous. I know, Ronnie. Are you ever worried you get off that dart in that neighborhood?
Dad, I should know you should know we're on camera on TV.
Well, we're on TV and thousands of people are watching. But hey, listen, Mr. Sullivan, I can tell Ronnie's a little sad and unable, but I think we need to have these tough conversations that they don't want to have because sometimes it's awkward. Sometimes you need me as a relationship counselor to help you guys have these tough conversations. And I think
there's an older roommate there that I think already grills him quite a bit.
Grills who? Who? You, Abel?
Yeah.
No, so there's heat at home too.
Yeah, well, the thing is, and you know what, there is, believe it or not, man, I mean, they have a decent relationship under the roof with those other people, which you wouldn't think. Well, they go to church together. The older roommate and my daughter.
Nick Ricada went to church too, and he got caught with 28 grams of cocaine. So a lot of people go to church, and that doesn't mean that I'm not sure if you're familiar with Nick Ricada.
Yeah, that's true. My kid, though, is true blue. I mean, she's just, I know where she's going.
Yeah, Ronnie's not on cocaine, and neither is Abel, I don't believe. But, all right, thank you so much. We're going to really dive deep. And so you don't necessarily give your blessing and that you want them to wait a little bit.
No, it's already too late. They've already you don't change horses in the middle of the stream. I said, Veronica, if you're going to come home now, you might as well wait, until the spring. And you're in the middle of winter. You've already made your bed. You might as well lie in it. And she's got a bedroom here if she wants to come back. But now she might as well wait a couple of months, till May. If he can't make it by May, even Jimmy or Abel, I don't know what his stage name is. He might as well throw in the towel if he can't make it by May. I think he even knows that.
Wow. All right, Mr. Sullivan, I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to call you after the show when we can have a little more prudent conversation.
I want him to man up and do it.
I do too. I want him to man up too. He couldn't sell any cars. That's just because he wasn't hustling hard enough, if I'm being honest.
No, I think the forces of what's going on in this corrupt country, and they didn't see it. And I could see it as being, I'm almost 62.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Yeah.
Well, we learned a lot, Mr. Sullivan. All right, I got to let you go, and I will talk to you off camera. Thank you, Mr. Sullivan.
Thank you.
And keep up the good work going to speak in those meetings. Dude, sorry, I hung up your dad. What, Abel, that's breaking news. What do you think about that, Natalie? As an unbiased, just a person watching, you don't even know these two people. What did you think that her father's feelings were about these nuptials?
I think it's really hard. I think it's marriage is always like you want to do it for you because you want to be in love and you want to wake up next to the person that you love, but then you know your parents want you to be safe and taken care of and supported. And you know, if she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, I know my parents would love the idea that my husband would have like a really good job, and yeah, that support's important.
Yeah, so Ronnie, you think it's okay to get married when you guys are financially struggling right now?
I'm sorry. What caught me off guard was maybe my dad didn't know we were on a live show right now.
And that caught you off guard?
You know that he probably said more information than that was necessary.
What, that Abel's real name is Jimmy?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but let's be real. I mean, let's just be real. If you're marrying Abel Garcia, or are you marrying Jimmy? Because I know this is fun. I know this show's fun. You guys talk in the chat, but this is real life. You guys are about to enter into a contract. You guys, this is not just a joke. I know you guys have never dated anybody, so it's new, but this is a serious thing. This is not just something you do willy-nilly, and I'm worried that you guys are not taking this very serious.
Well, if I may say, and I'll just be serious since we're talking about it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it like I've never lived on my own. Now I'm living with another person, and the person that I love the most. And I just look at it as if I'm practicing my not only building myself as a better person, but we're helping each other out through God. And we go to church together. We tell each other like how we can better ourselves in a relationship, especially after marriage, because it's always a learning. It's always a practice in our relationship.
86% says Mr. Sullivan was right. What do you say to that, Abel? I know you're looking at me like you want to freaking shoot me, but dude, we have to have these hard conversations. What do you say to his dad saying that you need to make more money?
I think he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Yes, and like
and making money's hard. Listen, let's be real. It's not easy to just have a job, but you got to figure it out. I mean, that's just life. Like whether you have to do Uber Eats or you have to go dig ditches. I don't know what it is, but I know you can get a job with a moving company and you can make nearly $300 or $400 a day, but you'd be breaking your back. So like if you want money, if you need money, there's ways to find it if you want to hustle hard enough. Are you hustling hard enough to be able to support another human being and potentially get her pregnant, because I know you guys are going to figure out how to do that, and support a baby?
Yes.
And you still want to get married, Ronnie, after everything we said tonight?
Well, right now we're trying to figure out the financial aspect, but that will be the one step before marriage, the one thing that we have to solidify. And right now we're doing pretty good because he has a full-time job lined up and he's doing Lyft, if I may say.
That's good. So you are doing Lyft?
Awesome.
Abel, you're not saying much. You're very quiet.
Sorry, I'm not. Yeah,
Are you depressed? Is it hard when you hear your father-in-law press you like that? I know that has to be hard. I've never had a father-in-law talk like that to me because I'm a pimp on a blimp and I can always afford my ladies. That's never been an issue, but for you it is. And how do we kind of fix that, I guess, for Mr. Sullivan?
Well, like I said, I was going to work 4 jobs.
Why don't you, have you thought about selling weed?
No, because I have a cousin who does that, so I don't want to.
Why don't you get in business with your cousin? Are you kidding? That sounds like does your cousin, I bet your cousin probably can afford to get married.
No. He's a pimp like you.
But is he, and he's, well, okay, speaking of being a pimp, let's be honest, we're not getting any younger. And if you want to look and feel your best, you need to check out PureHealth Research. They have 45 premium health supplements designed to help with every goal. Whether it's boosting your energy, trimming belly fat, supporting healthy blood sugar, pumping your testosterone up, or even reducing swelling in your legs, PureHealth Research Supplement Store has you covered. Each formula is crafted with natural, non-GMO ingredients, backed by clinical research and manufactured right here in the United States of America. And here's the best part. PureHealth Research is offering you an exclusive 50% discount. All you have to do is go to purehealthresearch.com and use the coupon code ALEX, all one word, just ALEX, at checkout with their 365-day money-back guarantee. There's zero risk in trying something new, so why wait? Head over to purehealthresearch.com, now explore their amazing 45 supplements and save 50% before this deal ends with the coupon code ALEX. Don't miss this chance to start the year feeling your best. Okay, with all that, things got awkward. I guess it's time for you guys to actually get married if you still want to do it.
Sure.
All right. That's love. That is love. What's love got to do with it? Okay, now I am going to be officiating this wedding. So if we can have the bride and groom stand over here. Guys, stand right here if you guys can and face. So Ronnie here. Yeah, maid of honor. And then, okay, you're right here, Abel. I'm like this.
Flowers.
I'm like this. Now, will you hand the floaties? Can you guys put on the Donald Trump floaties? This is, so put this. This is a Trump-themed wedding. Because Abel's family came over here on this similar raft.
Oh my God.
Isn't that true, Abel? Yes. So this is a Donald Trump wedding.
Oh gosh.
Okay, how does that look? Can you
Good?
guys see me? Beautiful maid of honor.
Looks
Brandon,
great.
can we
I'll
have
make sure
somebody
your
be
hair's
the best man
perfect.
for Abel, please? Hurry, hurry, hurry. We need somebody. Jimmy, Brandon, one of you guys back there, we need a best man to make this legal.
Darling, absolutely
Okay.
stunning.
All right. Ronnie, I want you to repeat after me, okay? Abel. Well, actually,
You're supposed to read.
you just read the vows, yes, yes. Did you give me the whatever part? Here's yours, here's yours.
You just say it now to your husband.
Well, no, there's a little more to it. Hold on, let me get my phone. Okay, use your hands, Abel. You're going to have to read it. Just stick your hands through there. Just because Mr. Sullivan just worked you over the freaking couch like that. Now, hold on. Let me chat GPT this. I need a...
Speaker down.
What are you worried about?
Oh, you're...
Proper wedding
I know it's right.
ceremony introduction by priest. Okay. And make it 90 seconds. Okay, let's see if ChatGPT can do this. All right. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this joyous celebration of love. We gather here today in the presence of God, family, and friends to witness the union of one Ronnie Sullivan and Abel Garcia in holy matrimony. Love is patient and kind. It does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Today, Ronnie Sullivan and Abel Garcia stand before us, declaring their love, commitment, and promise to one another. This ceremony is not just a moment in time, but the beginning of a lifelong journey. As we proceed, let us remember that marriage is a sacred covenant. Sacred, Abel. Blessed by God. Jesus Cristo, Jesus Cristo, as your people say. Meant to grow stronger with each passing day through mutual respect, understanding, and love. So with hearts full of love and anticipation, let us celebrate the bond that Ronnie Sullivan and Abel Garcia are about to seal before us tonight and before God. Let's begin this beautiful ceremony with a prayer for their future together. So let's pray real quick. Dear Lord in heaven, please send your son back here as soon as possible. Things are bad. We got detransitioners marrying people they just met 6 months ago from a YouTube chat, and I'm worried that I potentially could somehow face backlash from this. So if you could just send your son and the rapture could happen, that would make things a lot easier. But if you're not going to do that, that's cool. I get it. You're on your own schedule, and I respect that. Please bless these two young lovebirds, and please give them plenty of babies, because Ronnie has perfect childbearing hips, and Abel has perfect, not much perfect actually, but he's good enough. And with all that being said, thank you. We pray in your son's name. Amen.
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 All right, now, Ronnie, please read your vows.
Abel, when I first met you, I never could have imagined the beautiful life we would build together. From the what am I doing?
Holding hands.
From the moment we connected through our shared love for prime time with Alex Stein, I knew there was something special between us. Sending inappropriate messages in the live chat was just the beginning, but what we've built is so much more than I've ever dreamed of. Abel, you were my first kiss, my first try hump, my first kiss that's with the tongue. We haven't done anal, but I'm happy you're open to it. You have shown me that love doesn't care about race or background. You're a proud Mexican immigrant, and I'm whiter than a Scandinavian white supremacist. I'm so proud to be standing here with you today. We've been broken down walls like we're the Biden administration on the border. You're not just a car salesman, Abel. You're a man that stole my heart. I know the journey won't always be easy. Life's not perfect. I have perfectly normal reproductive organs, and you don't. But that's okay. I promise that whatever challenges lie ahead, I won't make you wear that doggy mask again. However, please, still bark in the bedroom. Abel, we've only been dating for 8 months, but in that time, I've never been more sure of anything in my life. I always wanted to lose my virginity.
To a Mexican.
It doesn't say that on there.
Jimmy forgot. Say to a Mexican. To a Latino man.
A Latino man.
Now, Abel, please read your vows.
Ronnie, from the moment I laid eyes on you, I knew our connection was something special. You have shown me that love truly knows no boundaries. As a Mexican immigrant, I am proud to stand here with you, a woman who has taught me that love doesn't care about race, color, or background. Love is simply about two souls finding each other. We may come from different continents, but together we are creating something beautiful. You've always been there for me. Though the challenging obstacles that life threw our way, yes, I sell cars for a living, but nothing compares to the best sale I ever made, the day I convinced you to marry me. We've been through a lot. The cruel, ignorant comments we face have never shaken the truth that our love is real. The online hate, the lies about why we're together to get a green card, they don't mean anything because our love is built on pure sex appeal. Not on anything that could ever
Hold it. Jimmy, hold it.
That could ever be reduced to mere speculation. I know that life won't always be easy. I've had physical struggles that make things more difficult, mostly my atrophied penis. But I'm also thankful that you've overlooked these hurdles and love me for who I am. My penis may not work, but my heart does. And of course, I will never forget how this journey started, flirting with you in the live chat of Prime Time with Alex Stein, and the way you made me feel. I feel like I was seen and heard, even when those hot Asian women tried to slide into my DMs. Nothing could break us apart because I love you and hate Asians. Ronnie, after 8 long months of laughter, love, and everything in between, I vowed to be there for you, despite what our immigration lawyers said.
Wow, that was very, very beautiful. Now, before you guys kiss the bride, I have to ask, this is part of the ceremony, does anybody object to this marriage? I do. Actually, I do object. I want to show you evidence A, Ronnie. Now, if you look at these, we had a decoy try to seduce Abel online. And at first, I thought Abel stayed strong. She said something about how she wanted something with her vajayjay. I'm sorry about your atrophied penis. I'm sure it still works. And there's no response. Wait. Come here. Then we got this. Messages where she said, hi, you said I needed to follow up. What's up? Loved you on Prime Time with Alex Stein. I think you're really cute, so I wanted to introduce myself. Haha, well, thanks. You're cute for an Asian girl.
What am I supposed to say to this?
Do you still want to marry him, even though he's saying cute Asian girl?
Yes, I'll marry him.
Okay, that's good. All right, now, with this, put the ring on the finger, Mr. Garcia, on Mrs. Garcia. And with that, you may kiss the bride. I knew. Oh, come on, a little more music. Well, I knew that this was going to happen. I knew that there's no amount of information that I could give Ronnie to stop her from rushing into this marriage. So I took things into my own hands. And I want to introduce you to Agent Kawan. He is an agent for Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement. And take that out of your hands. What are you here to do today?
I'm going to have to take you until your documentations are approved.
So put your hands behind your back. Yes, hands behind the back. Yes, he knows. Yeah, it is a big risk, but talk loud so we can hear you, officer. Yeah.
Hands behind.
What do you think about this? Now he's going back to Mexico. Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. He can come back to America whenever he wants to.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
How is that? How? Okay. What the heck?
I'm gonna move to this.
What is going on? Will you tell me what the hell is going on, Ronnie?
I have no idea.
Well, I mean, what's the deal? Your dad looks pissed as hell about all this.
I don't. Yeah, I know he's not approved. He doesn't approve of us too, but only because he was dead set on telling me to that I wasn't ready in the beginning. But I'm still learning, and he trusts me that I'm learning to live independently on my own. So
Natalie, as a maid of honor, and you know Ronnie really well, what do you think about this and their nuptials and that their father disagreeing with it?
I think I like her perspective. I like that she believes that like you can grow and build into it, because I do think that nothing is ever just starts perfect, right? Everything worth having takes a lot of work, and I think it's finding somebody that you're willing to work with. Yeah, and I feel like maybe she feels like she found that person.
And so you think it's okay? You think that their marriage is going to last? I'm sure you've been in relationships. You know what it's like. This is also her first relationship. So like many people, your first love is oftentimes, it's the honeymoon phase. You don't really...
One of many.
Yeah, you don't know the feeling of a heartbreak. You don't really know what it's like to actually date multiple people. So I'm kind of worried that she is so green when it comes to relationships that she's rushing into it because that oxytocin high that she's feeling.
I think that's a very valid reason to be a little worried, but I feel like I would just ask you, have you like sat when you're laying in bed at night and you're like alone and no one else is around and you can be completely honest with yourself, do you feel fear or do you feel joy when you're like, you think of Abel and you?
I feel joy.
Joy?
Because I know that life brings experiences. I don't have any regrets whatsoever with with my first love, and just knowing that I just have to figure out how can I improve the relationship if there's any improvement whatsoever. Just look at the factors, look at what I can do to make it flourish, make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it's really great. You mentioned that y'all have Jesus at the center of y'all's relationship. I think that alone kind of changes everything.
And we also did, actually not trying to get carried away, but it does help to do, when I say we did have marriage counseling in October.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. What was that? What did they say in the marriage counseling, and who paid for that?
Actually, it was a donation to the church in our Fair Park, excuse me.
Fair Park, yeah.
And our pastor, he's very great, Pastor Broden, Fair Park. He talks about a lot of the biblical elements that talks about marriage between a man and a woman, of course, but it's just how we can build the foundation of a strong marriage through Christ.
Yeah, I know. I think that is a good foundation of a marriage. But once again, Jesus Christ, you can pray all day, but, Jesus needs to bless you with some cash money.
And also, a lot of the problems that people have in marriage and that cause divorces is financial problems. So it's just one of the things that Abel and I have talked about is how can we allocate money towards our bills so that we don't feel stressed out And that's why we mentioned earlier how he had changed from being a car salesman to pivot towards working in security.
And what are you doing for a job?
I'm working with the city for the temporary work. I don't have.
I thought you lost that temp job.
I have another one.
With the city doing what?
Yeah, I can't really say, but I do data entry right now.
And Ronnie, you know, you might not know this, Natalie, Ronnie moved across the country. She was living in California to come here and live with Abel after, how long did you know him before you moved?
From April to August, May, June, July, 4 months, I think.
Is that pretty quick, Natalie, to move in with somebody after knowing him for 4 months? Have you ever done that? Oh, you have, okay. Well, can you tell, how did that work out? Can you tell us your experience to Ronnie?
Yeah, for me, it definitely proved to be a little hasty because people can always put their best foot forward. For the first 12 months, it's really easy to put the best version of yourself out there. And I think it's really common to find that. But I will say the people that I dated and moved quickly with, they didn't have the same faith as me. So kind of everything kind of goes full circle to the faith thing. I think.
So you're saying because they are connected through Christ, that does help, and I think that does help, Ronnie. And I want your relationship to succeed. But do you understand why I'm a little worried too? Because I did connect you guys.
Because it probably brings a liability, I'm assuming.
Well, I'm saying, let's say he breaks your heart. Let's just say I don't want that to happen. Let's say you break Abel's heart. Who's he going to get mad at? Me, because I'm the one that connected you.
I don't think he'll be mad at you. Just he's pretty.
Well, what happens is you get friends in a divorce. So if I become friends with you after it and not him, then he's going to have animosity towards me in that sense. So you've never done a breakup, so you don't know what it's like. You got to split your friends in half too, usually.
Talked to him before. I don't think he would do that kind of thing, Alex.
What, divorce you?
No, blame it on you.
I hope not. He better not. But Abel does have a gun. And Natalie, did you know that Abel used to be a girl and used to have breast implants? So Abel was a boy, then transitioned to a girl, and now he's detransitioned to a alpha male, and that's why he's with Ronnie.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
This is Abel. This is what Abel used to look like.
Really? That's crazy.
Get her facial reaction, please, George. Yeah, no, that's real. That was really Abel. How does that make you feel, Ronnie, seeing your husband as a woman with breast implants right there?
Well, I talked to him, but look, it doesn't make me feel weirded out at all because I told him in the beginning when we met, and I will say we met via FaceTime before I moved to Dallas, and so we talked about. He asked me what I thought about it and about him when he was a woman and how he detransitioned. He asked, "Does it make me a monster?" And I said, "No, it doesn't. You realize where your fault stood, and you saw Christ, and you wanted to change for the better." And no, I don't think it's weird at all.
Well, speaking of trans, I mean, it is very weird. I disagree with you on that. But I love where your heart's at. Now, let's play full screen one. Now, if Abel would have just stayed a woman, Abel could have gone to the WNBA and been a great player, probably one of the best. But Donald Trump just banned trans women from competing against biological women. How does that make you feel, Abel? I mean, Ronnie, excuse me.
I don't have any comment on that. I'm sorry. I don't.
Do you think trans people should be able to compete against biological females in sports?
No. Because they're not biological. They're biological sex. They're competing for the wrong reasons.
All right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Now let's play shot number one real quick. Did you see Mitch McConnell is seriously injured? That's right. Can we show? Look at this. So that's Mitch McConnell. This is falling down from another thing, but they say this is not. He fell down much more viciously today, and he's in the hospital right now receiving treatment.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how does that make you feel seeing that old guy like that falling down, and his penis isn't even atrophied?
I don't know him, so I don't really have an opinion. I'm sorry.
Do you think Hillary Clinton drinks the blood of children?
Based on the series of events, yes.
Oh, babe, yes, it is true. Can you go get me Agent Kawan and Abel Garcia? We need to do one last thing with them, if you can somehow find them before we end the show. Well, we've learned a lot. I mean, Natalie, what have you learned from this program coming in here as a, like I said, unbiased person, just finding all this information out at once?
I'm a little overwhelmed.
You're emotional.
A little,
too.
yeah, I'm a little overwhelmed, but I think I just feel really confident in
You do,
Ronnie.
even though Abel was kind of vibing with you. You know, he was looking at you. Remember how he looked at you, Natalie?
It was a look.
He did look at her.
I just hope he looks at you like that
He
every
does.
day.
He does.
Yeah, every day when we wake up in the morning. He's very
So when you
happy.
wake up in the morning, he's just staring at you.
No.
Okay, come back in. Keep the handcuffs on him because I don't want him to react. Today is your lucky day. Please, agent, get behind him on the thing so he doesn't attack the other woman, Natalie. If you can just stand behind him. Today is your lucky day, Mr. Garcia. Now, what you guys don't realize is when you signed this, read the back. Please read that out loud.
Okay. Also, this is a legally binding marriage certificate in the state of Texas. I consent to being legally married on the Primetime with Alex Stein show. This has been reviewed by lawyers and confirmed there's no legal way to nullify this marriage contract unless Abel gets deported.
So, Abel, we gave you a lifeline. You can take off the cuffs. You are legally married and you can go to Mexico.
Oh my God.
Okay, now, guys, we only have a few minutes left. And Kawan, you can just sit behind them because I'd like to get your opinion, too. You know, this was a tough episode. This is a challenging episode, and I knew it would be. That's the reason why I wanted to bring you guys in here, because I wanted to test your love. And obviously, Abel, you did pass. I want to give you credit. I want to give you kudos. And Abel never sent any of the messages to girls. We had decoys. Abel did not answer one of the decoys. So we want to be honest with that. So Abel passed the infidelity test. And I've done a lot of these, and a lot of guys fail the test. Kawan's failed. You cheat on all your girlfriends, right?
I plead the fifth.
He pleads the fifth. I don't know if you can hear him, but he cheats. Trust me. He tells me all about it. So, Abel, what do you have to say for yourself? You passed the test. Now you're legally married. And what's next? The honeymoon. Oh, and we want to say, as a celebration of your nuptials, that's right, we got you a $6 gift card. Can we get a little close-up of this? I don't know if we can. I don't know if you can kind of see it. This is Dunkin' Donuts, so it's $6, so you guys can get one large drink or two unglazed donuts. No, nice donuts, just the regular old donuts. So there you go. That'll be fun on your honeymoon, and we're going to send you guys to Haiti. How does that sound?
Well, I knew this day was coming when you were talking about that last year.
Because we're going to lose your toe in Haiti for the show.
Oh my gosh, full circle.
And you're not going to do her dirty, Abel, when you guys get together. I just want you passed the test. You passed the test. But this is what we have to focus on now. And I think Natalie and Kawan, both want you guys to state your opinion on it. Abel, your focus right now that you're already legally married, we got to get you a job. And not just any job. You need to do something that you actually kind of enjoy. You don't have to love it, because it is a job. But you should do something that you're at least a little bit passionate about. Because if you're not passionate about cars, it's hard to sell them, right?
Yes.
Because you come in and the customer knows every damn thing about the car and you hardly know anything about this Nissan or whatever, and you're like, damn. And then let me just tell you something. As a person who sold a lot of cars, no offense to you, Abel, I'm a salesman. I could sell, ice to an Eskimo, but that's neither here nor there. You don't have that same salesman thing. I think you're more of a lover and not a linguist. Is that fair?
Yes. Especially since English ain't my first language.
It's not your first language. And now, what did the Garcias think about you? They have to be proud of you, right?
No, they want me deported.
No!
Yes.
What do your parents really think? You have a beautiful Ronnie, young, Christian, sweet girl.
They don't like them the devils.
No, are you being dead serious?
I'm not
Ronnie, you're telling me the Garcias don't like the nuptials? They don't like you guys together?
They just want me to
Be Mexican?
Yeah. I was going to try to say that gracefully, but I couldn't.
So you're telling me we got a whole Romeo and Juliet thing going on?
Yes.
In a way, yeah.
And you guys still got married?
Yes.
And how does Romeo and Juliet end? That ends with a really happy ending, right?
Yes.
They both go live happily ever after or something?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I thought they both died.
They do?
They killed themselves, I thought.
Why?
Because they were in love with each other.
Are you guys going to do that?
No. I hope not.
If you guys did do that, though, if I was going to do a couple suicide, and we're on YouTube, I don't know if you can say that word, you just get a house with a garage and you leave the car running all night and you just go to bed and you wake up dead.
That sounds really gruesome.
It's really bad. Do not do that. I'm just saying it's a peaceful way to go as couples. A lot of couples do that. In Canada, it's legal. You get paid. You get $5,000 if you do that. Your kids do because you're dead.
Okay.
You guys could use $5,000.
No, we can work for it.
Doing what?
Well, we could work for it. We don't need handouts.
Sounds like you're going to be like doing something sinister.
No.
And your mom's not going to continue to pay the bills constantly because your mom's very sweet and she's Asian. So Asian women they're feisty.
Doesn't really pay our way.
Oh, I didn't even think. So you guys are going to have like a Tiger Woods, a Mexican Tiger Woods, because you're part Asian. And you're Mexican. Rest in peace, Mrs. Woods passed away. Rest in peace. We always, Tigers, he's the best. He's, what is it, transcendent? What is the word I'm trying to think of, Jimmy?
Trendsetter?
No, he transcended
golf.
He transcended golf. That's what I'm trying to say. So, rest in peace, Mrs. Woods. So I think we learned a lot. Kawan, you have to talk loud because you don't have a mic, but the mics will pick it up. What do you think about their nuptials after knowing them for less than 45 minutes? Is it going to last?
Hey, if they make it last, that's always up to them.
And then maybe if we can be a lovebird, Natalie, are you single? Damn it. I was going to connect you with Kawan. Kawan, you're single. You couldn't get a girl, could you?
Doesn't mean if she's single, we can't be friends.
Damn, Kawan's a dog. Kawan's a dog. Good thing you didn't marry a dog. So tonight, though, the last thing you have to do, tonight, you guys know?
What?
Starts with a C. Consummation?
Sorry, my English vocabulary ain't the best.
Do you know what consummation is?
No.
When you get married, you have to have sex to consummate the marriage.
Okay.
So, did you bring your Victoria's Secret, Ronnie?
No, but I'm not gonna lie. He did bring me to Victoria's Secret one time.
Ooh, what was that all about?
Telling me about bras.
What did you get?
I'm not gonna say on camera, but it's pink.
Did you get her a thong?
Yes.
Pink.
So you got Ronnie and the thongy?
No.
Ron and the thong. Ron, did it hurt? Because I don't like wearing the thongs because it's in your crack and it's a little too, abrasive.
I think I've said too much.
You can be honest. I mean, you don't wear a thong? I mean,
No. I heard a lot of weird stuff about it.
What have you heard?
That it rides up too far. I am not going to do that. That is just weird.
Not really. It's kind of weird to wear granny panties.
What are we talking about now?
We're talking about how you guys are going to consummate the marriage and how you guys are at Victoria's Secret buying all this lingerie, and I know Abel's a dog. Abel, even though we've made jokes about your atrophied penis, I believe your penis works.
It probably does.
You can get it to work. And Abel, have you ever been in a relationship? Is this the longest relationship you've been in?
Only relationship.
Wow. And then this is what we're going to do. Because you passed the test, Abel, not this week, but maybe next week or the week after, we're going to throw you an all-inclusive bachelor party. How does that sound? Yes. And we're going to be filming it, and he's going to be on his best behavior because he passed the test with Natalie. He passed the test with Kawan. He didn't attack the cop. And you guys are legally married, so he doesn't have to get deported. So it's a win-win-win situation. And we're going to do your bachelorette party at Olive Garden. How does that sound, Ronnie?
That sounds great.
All you can eat breadsticks because you're going to get used to holding breadsticks. You know what I mean?
Sure. What about Chili's?
Nope, they don't have breadsticks. You need to practice.
Okay. All right.
All right, and I'm going to call your dad after this. You know that.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him that Abel passed the test.
Okay. I'm proud of you.
Can you guys hug and embrace a little bit to end the show?
Oh, yeah.
All right, before we go, Natalie, tell the people where they can find you and how they can support you. You.
I don't know.
Your Instagram, your comedy, anything. Shout out your Instagram. You'll get some followers.
It's QSS Hair by Natalie B.
Yeah. QSS Hair by Natalie. We'll put a link in the description. Everybody go follow Natalie. Natalie, you're a great sport. Thank you so much for being a decoy. I know that's not easy, but you made it look easy. And Kawan, tell the people how they can find you and how they can support you.
You can go to my Instagram.
Loud. You don't have the mic.
Go to my Instagram at KAWAN.BB.
Perfect. Now, Abel, how can people find you and support you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at officialabelg.
And what about you, Ronnie?
People can find me on Twitter at DreamerGirl, GURL.
Dreamergirl _20. I know it by heart. Now, guys, I want to thank a very special person, Kelsey. I don't know if you can get a close-up of this real quick as we end the show for the freestyle finale. Look at this beautiful letter they sent me. They sent me this beautiful award. If you can read that, it says, World's #1 Trans Ally. You guys read that? Would you agree as an ex-trans?
Yes.
Wow. Now let me read this beautiful note. This is your official invitation to smash, question mark. Okay, maybe this isn't from Kelsey. Friend code. Okay, I have no idea who this is from, but I thought this was Kelsey, but I'll take it. And then they sent me some of this. What is it? It's a retro age gaming. So, Abel, since you can't afford a shirt, take that. I know you need that. And you guys did get the Dunkin' Donuts?
Yes.
All right. I think that's been our show, guys. And tomorrow night, we got Paula Scanlon versus Brad Palumbo on whether or not trans people should be able to use the women's restroom. So that one is going to get heated. I appreciate everybody being here. Before we go, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We got a lot of good content coming your way, and you're going to miss it if you do not hit that bell button. I know it's annoying me telling you that, but listen, we're on YouTube. We got to follow YouTube's rules, so help a brother out. Help grow the show. We're live on a few other platforms tonight. It helped us out a little bit. So, guys, thank you for watching, and we end the show the same way every time with that freestyle finale. So, DJ, hit that beat. Yeah! Yeah. Yo. Abel is able. His winner still works. He is a jerk. Don't be mean to my girl, Ronnie. I got my boy, Donnie, sitting on my lap. Don't take a crap. What do you say all about that? Ronnie, in that white dress. Abel's about to make a mess when they go home tonight. The color that comes out is white. All right, guys, make sure to clean it up. Make sure to don't use protection. I want you to get her pregnant because I'm going to be the godfather of that baby, and I'm probably going to adopt that baby. And I love you guys. Mr. Sullivan, I got your back, but Abel's a good guy. He passed the test. Make sure to hit that like button. Thank you, Natalie. Thank you, Kawan. Thank you, Abel. And especially thank you, Ronnie, for being the beautiful bride. Hit that like button. Peace and good night. See you tomorrow. You take a